I started making music when I was 8 years old. I always had music around me when I was a kid growing up.
It's all about creativity. It's just a big playground, you know. We're just having a really good time.
You can reach people and inspire people and, open up people's minds into the possibilities.
I like to be proud of my own songs. I want to make good records.
I'm trying to create a certain sonic universe, creating this kind of magic.
And this is our soundtrack to creativity.
We're on to episode 7 of the House Dan Built Radio and, of course, the Hot Seat interview series. And I could think of no better guest than one of the finest specimens in British Big Room of the current time. He goes by the name of Kryder. Chris, sir, welcome to the show. How you keeping, my man?
Hello, Dan. Yes, wicked, mate. Thanks.
You come off a marker year for your own productions and general industry aura in 2013. Now that you've sunk your teeth into 2014, how are you feeling about following up on last year's affirmative action?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed 2013. I got some really good opportunities to labels such as Axtone and Nicky Romero's Protocol. Yeah, I mean, it was absolutely fantastic for me, and it was a big buzz, and it also really inspired me to get cracking again, and get back in the studio and work on some more fresh material, really, for 2014.
Hot off the press is, of course, your Cannonball remix, yet another fine specimen of why everybody seems to want you on their track. What's the criterion for an appealing remix by your standards? And what was so inviting about taking the reins of Cannonball, given that you kind of seem to have done your own thing with this one?
Like remix-wise, I've just got to like the track, or like an element in the track that I think I can put my own twist on. So with Cannonball, as soon as I heard Matthew Comer's vocals, I just thought, wow, that's a good vocal. I can really do something with that. I mean, I got a bit of stick for not using any of the elements from the original track Cannonball, apart from the vocal. But I mean, that's just my style. That's what I do. If I want to rewrite the entire track, as a remix, there's no rules. That's a good thing about taking a remix on and putting your own touch on it, really.
Do you think it's fair to say that those rules are being taken a little bit too seriously at the present time?
That's sort of a bit of a bad thing for me, really, because especially when I'm trawling through a lot of promos that I'm being sent, whether it's for my radio show, to put in my radio show, or to sign to my Sosumi label, a lot of stuff is starting to sound the same, and it has been over the last sort of 6 to 8 months, really. It's sort of very templated, disposable music, and a lot of stuff out there is starting to sound the same, and that's not really a good thing at all.
So let's talk Sosumi Records, because this is yet another great example of that very popular DIY culture which is brewing at the moment for electronic artists and hosting their own imprints. Talk us through the decision to spearhead your own imprint and why you believe this approach is becoming such a popular medium for artists.
So Sumi really was basically another outlet for myself to put some more music out there, but give something back to the fans as well. So I wanted to do something where I could have the freedom to sort of sample anything that I wanted and just let sort of my creativity run wild, really, in the studio, where there wasn't anything holding me back or someone saying, no, you can't do that, or I can't clear that. It was literally just an idea, that I could come up creatively with tracks, with samples in, that, I wasn't actually trying to get signed by anyone. It was just something a bit fun for me that I could play in my own DJ sets and then give away for free. And I mean, the feedback and the support I've had just from the first release has been insane. We had 6 weeks on Radio 1. We had Sonny James and Ryan Marsh only in the Essential mix. Steve Angelo play it on his Radio 1 show. And Danny Howard, supporting it week after week on the Radio 1 Dance Anthem show as well. So, I mean, the feedback has been insane off the back of the track as well. So, I mean, I never went out there, purposely to make a hit record, because I knew it was not going to be in any chart. You can't chart with free music as far as I'm aware. You're not going to be in the Beatport top 10 or whatever. So it was just pressure free, basically. It was just, get it out there, give something back to the people that follow me and have supported me. And also something for the DJs as well, for the sets, because I was trying it out for a couple of months before deciding to release it, and it works really well on the floor. So it's just exciting as well. It's something a bit fresh, a bit new as well, that there's no such thing as really a free label, so it was pretty different to launch something like that, really.
Are you of the mind that the current saturation and mass flocking towards the big room sound is something that could prove hazardous to the genre where the longevity of the music's concerned?
Yeah, definitely. definitely. I think, you can only ram it down people's throats for so long before they go, hey, hold on a minute, I'm not feeling this anymore. Everything sounds the same, I'm jumping off, so I'm already starting to see that as well. So I'm just happy to be doing my own thing, not really following any trends or, just experimenting, and pretty grateful that people are into the sound, really. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty fierce out there at the moment. There is a lot of people sort of producing music. It is a bit easier to do it now as well than it has been before. So it's sort of a fashion, I think, as well. So, yeah, it's pretty hot out there.
Your time is spent mainly back and forth between Manchester and London, two crucial spots for British dance music. How do you feel the UK is faring given the intense shifts in focus to international markets and all the new and exciting territories emerging within the industry? And what keeps you so dutifully tuned towards the nation from a dance music perspective?
Well, yeah, I mean, I love the UK. I'll probably never move from the UK. However, I love visiting other territories as well. But yeah, I mean, London is fantastic. I was born down there. I have a lot of friends down there, and I split my time between the two cities. I love Manchester as well. Manchester's fantastic. I love the whole warehouse party culture up in Manchester as well as London as well. And I think that's pretty important. It's sort of gone from nightclubs into, old disused warehouses. And it's great to see that sort of come back again.
We're fast approaching Miami, and word on the street is you have a few tracks up your sleeve, to say the least. Talk us through what you've been getting up to in the studio of late and what we can be expecting from Camp Kryder en route to Miami.
Yeah, I've just been busy. We've got a forthcoming record actually released a week of Miami on Size Records. Me and Tom Starr have been working on for the past sort of 8 months, really. It's a remix of Steve Angelo, his brother, and Max Vangeli called Haters. So yeah, that's finally getting released around Miami time, which is cool. And we've also just done a 2014 version of Apocalypse, Norman Duray and Arno Cost's record, which is a bit of an anthem for me back in the day. I used to play that out a lot, so I was really hyped when I got that request to remix that track. So yeah, we sort of snapped that up straight away. That was really looking forward to that. Yeah, I've done something for Axtone, which I'm really excited about. So looking forward to spinning that over in Miami. And yeah, I've got a couple of collabs on the go. One from these fresh guys actually called Still Young. I've got a track out at the moment which is picking up a lot of hype called Midnight. It's going to be forthcoming on Size. And yeah, we've been in the studio and done a collab. It sounded super cool, really groove based and pretty funky. And then yeah, me and Tom have also done a follow-up for So Sue Me for number 2, which has got a really, really cool sample in it. And yeah, I can't wait to start road testing that out around the Miami time as well. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff, really. Got a good number of tracks to start banging out over the next couple of weeks.
Now, in terms of Miami itself, is there any affirmative action on the live front we can be expecting?
I haven't got the entire schedule through at the moment, but I've sort of got like 3 or 4 confirmed so far. So the pool parties I'm really looking forward to. I'm actually on a beach party on the 22nd, Electric Beach, I think it is. So yeah, looking forward to kicking things off over there on the 22nd, and then just getting fully involved for the whole week, really. And if I'm not playing, I'll be definitely attending and getting right amongst it, shall we say.
Chris, my man, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for stopping by the House Dan Built Radio, and we're wishing you all the best for the rest of 2014.
Brilliant, Dan. Thanks for having me.